Howdy! We're back again with part B of our group build for diabetes awareness, and we are doing the Jeep Honcho pickup truck by Revell, and that comes with a cute little snowmobile. And the reason why we're doing this as a part B is because, first of all, the Honcho truck video was getting a little bit long in the tooth there, so we decided to go ahead and do a separate one for the snowmobile. And this is a cute little guy. It's just a fun little addition to have in a model kit like this. And I find myself nowadays being drawn to kits that come with a little bit of an accessory like that. Like, I can't recall the build now, but it did come with this awesome little motorbike. Oh, this was the Thunderbolt 1 kit. So it came with this awesome little bike. This little Honda Trail 50, I think it is. And that was a fun little build for us to do. So when we saw this on the shelf with the snowmobile, we're like, oh my god, I gotta have it. It's got a snowmobile. I don't care if it's a Jeep pickup truck. I don't care. It's got a snowmobile. We gotta get it. So here it is. And I remember earlier on when we had posted that we were doing this kit, if anybody recognized what type of snowmobile this should be, let us know. And there was pretty much unanimous that it was possibly a Ski-Doo, and which I had no reference to it, so I figured that was pretty much correct. So that's why I went ahead and sprayed it in yellow, because to my photo research that I was doing, a lot of Ski-Doos are in like a yellow color, which was cool. I thought that snowmobiles need to be a bright color so you can see them coming or find out where they're buried or whatever. And since Joe Jeep is a part of the Ice Patrol, you want to have something that you can see, as a rescue vehicle or something like that. But I wasn't 100% sold on it. I wanted to just see what the color variations were on Ski-Doos. So I started looking, and I couldn't find anything that fit the clues that we had on here. And I apologize because this is covered in tape right now, because we're going to go out and spray the flat black areas on here. But right down here where my thumbnail is, there's a headlight, and then up above here there's 6 vent holes, and plus the actual shape of the craft itself was a big clue in itself. So with those in mind, we did some photo research, and I remember just typing in vintage snowmobiles and then going from there, and there was just rabbit hole after rabbit hole to fall down. I even found out there was snowmobiles produced by Harley Davidson in the 1970s. I couldn't freaking believe it. I thought that was kind of awesome. But I found out that there was a snowmobile called Alouette, which I believe in French means all you want. You can correct me on that if you want to. But I was like, and that was actually very, very close to this particular one here. So I thought I was on the money with that, and then I did some closer looking and realized I was close, but no cigar. And then I discovered that there's a Facebook page for vintage snowmobiles, and apparently there's a Facebook page for everything. So that was kind of a fun find. And after doing some searching and some scrolling and stuff, I found, and we're going to pan over here to the computer screen, I found this guy. It's got the low-mounted headlight with the 6 vents up here in the top. Those are the big clues that we had, because a lot of the snowmobiles of the time have a higher-mounted headlight. This turns out to be an Arctic Cat. It's the El Tigre, and it's specifically the 6000 series, which was produced, I believe, from the late 70s through to the early 80s, which fits the time period of when this kit was originally released. We were disappointed to find out that El Tigres are basically gloss black with green stripes. So that was kind of a bummer, because we've already painted ours in yellow. And then it's got this really cool fading green, I guess you want to call them stripes. Got those really cool looking decals on there. And we decided we'd try and replicate those. And it turns out that our printer just isn't up to the task, because there are places that sell decal packs for the 1/1 snowmobiles, and I tried printing off of their pages, and it's close, but once we went and put it on, where is it? On the decal film, It just didn't look that great. So our plan, since we know what it is, and I'll probably never forget what this is now because of how much energy I put into trying to figure out what it is. So our plan is that should we ever be able to find another one of these kits again for a reasonable price, I will get it. I'll build the truck as something completely different, like a Desert Runner or something like that. And then the Snowmobile will build as an actual LT Gray 6000. And perhaps by that time we'll have a printer that actually prints nicer than the one we have now. So there's always hope for the future. We did do our tracks in a nice German gray, and then we'll do detailed washes and maybe some dry brushing to help pick out what's going on inside of there, wheels and drive sprocket wise. And then our T-bars, they're kind of cool. It looks like they got some padding on there, so I guess it's not going to be too much of a tooth chipper if you run into a stump. And then our skis, they have some nice little bit of detail in there, some spring work and some shock work going on. So we'll do some dry brushing to help pick that type of stuff out too. So we're just going to stick with the plan of doing this yellow with some black. There is decals for the actual instruments in here with the kit. That's kind of nice. And then the plan for the windscreen, we were kind of thinking about tinting this, but now I think what we'll do is just go around this outside edge with some black Sharpie to kind of define that a little bit. So that's that. Thanks for tuning in again, folks. Appreciate that greatly. Part A, or the Jeep Honcho part of this, should be, I don't know, listed one below this one on the tube of you. Thanks to all of our subscribers for joining in and being part of our team and crew. We appreciate that very, very much. Everybody have a great rest of your week. We're really hoping to do some more videos coming up here soon. But again, this is a busy time of year with friends, family, relatives, and communications and decorating and cooking and baking and cleaning and all that kind of stuff. So we really hope that everybody does have a good holiday season, and we really do hope to do some more videos this week and get a couple more out front end of the year. All right, all, take it easy. We'll talk to you again. Bye now.